guys, welcome back to Nine's Corner. I hope everybody's doing well, feeling well. And I know that's not true because I've been reading your comments, I've gotten some emails, and there's a lot of people that are struggling. So am I. It's a lot of information, it's a lot of emotion, it's a lot of feeling, and it's hard. So, we're going to start off our reading by doing a little smudge for each and every one of us. I have my shell, and I have basil leaves. I have written on them. The first one is health, peace, and love. We're going to light this up. And we're going to put out special thoughts and prayers for each and every one of you, each and every one of us. We all have our issues. We all have our things that hold us down. We all have our struggles, our challenges. But together, we can make those challenges lighter. May you find peace, strength, and know that others are with you, feeling what you feel, that we're together. All right, guys, let's get into the reading. It's a big one. So Bill Barr has been sued by the ACLU and Michael Cohen. What's going to be the end result of that? You guys are a little more comfortable. What's going to be the result of the ACLU and Bill Barr being sued by them? All right, guys. Go. Okay, so here we have the coming together. People are interested in this case. They have information. They have a little bit too much information. It's like there's so many avenues they could go down. There's so many things that Bill Barr has done that they could go after him for. But right here, it's like there's going to be this partial success that, yes, they are finally going to be able to get Bill Barr to a certain degree. Because it almost looks like here, there's going to be somebody who's going to come out of the woodwork that's going to help Bill Barr or, help lessen his case. There's going to be something. There's some kind of trickery is going to be coming. Oh, yeah. Look at it. We've got temperance here. So they're going to be trying to balance out all the litany of things that they could go after him for. And they need to find focus. They need to be able to balance out which way are we going to go that's going to give us the most impact. The things that he has done is tower. That means that it's just going to destroy. Like, this is not destruction of just his personal life. This is destruction of him and those around him involved with him, past, present, and future. It's almost to the point where he's going to be given an offer eventually in the future to accept something because he is going to have to cover up what he has done thus far. You got the King of Pentacles, quick movement. Yeah. Once Trump, there's a tower moment happening. I'm not sure. It's like in almost all my readings that have to do with Trump, the Republicans, Bill Barr, anybody has to do with that center, I always get the tower. So there's something coming. There's something huge coming. It's major. It's not minor. It's not a little blimp. It's something huge on a grand scale. And it's going to come out about the money. It's going to come out about, money laundering. It's going to happen. And it's going to cause a lot of heartache and pain because there's so much more behind the scenes that are involved that we don't even have any idea about. So, yes, will they get Bill Barr? Yes, to a certain extent, but he's going to get away with it. They're going to offer him something because there's bigger things, bigger deals that could cause a lot of heartbreak, a heartache if it got out. So, even if they wanted to get justice with Bill Barr, there's only a limit they could do because there's a cover up of big, humongous information. And I keep getting the tower. And I don't know. I keep thinking, like, is there a 9/11? Is there a connection with 9/11 that's going to come out through all of these stories? Because it's always about where does the money lead, and it's like there's just something. All right, so let's go to our next question, and let's just say God bless to U.S. District Chief Justice in New Jersey, Judge Salas, and her husband Mark, who is in hospital, and it looks like he is going to recoup, and her son Daniel, who passed away at the age of 20. God bless her. I don't know how any mother goes or any father goes on with life when their child has been taken from them in such a harsh, unkind, just beyond comprehension. You just can't, you don't even want to put yourself in their situation. So I know that Den Hollander, supposedly he went up to their house on Sunday wearing an FBI or a FedEx suit, had a package, and then they found him later with the package with her information on it located next to him or close to him or in his apartment, and that allegedly he committed suicide. I know that he has a lot of issues, a lot of women issues. He was anti-feminist. He was a lawyer who had a lot of issues. But this is just, it's almost like all the information and all the evidence is just lining up way too easily, too perfectly for it just to be what it is. So I thought, let's have a reading and look into it. See, will anything more come out in the cards that it has more to do with, Judge Salas's recent take, or the recent taking on of the Epstein case, having to do with Epstein's connection with the Deutsche Bank. So let's have a look. And see. Okay, so right off the beginning, here we have two situations. They're going to be telling us this one situation is true, while there's another situation that is actually the truth. So they're going to be giving two stories. One is the official story, and one's going to be the story that we're going to look into. Crossing it is the Empress. God bless Judge Salas, because she is going to be all over this, seeking the truth, looking for the truth. Underneath it, you got two situations that are going to present themselves. How interesting, two and two. So it's almost like there's the situation that we're going to be told about, and then there's the real situation. And then it's almost like she's going to have to look at which situation should she be focused on. Oh, she is heartbroken, stressed. This is going to cause so much pain and suffering. It's like she would love just to crawl into a hole and never come out, but she has to get justice and for her son. And it's almost like it's going to cause this nightmare until she gets it straightened out. Two of Cups. I believe that there is somebody who has some kind of connection. They made a contract. This was not done just by that one lone person of Den Hollander. This was Den Hollander being used by somebody else. There's somebody else in this connection. She's going to be looking into it. She's going to be getting a lot of information. A lot of information is going to be coming forward. There's going to be bits and pieces coming throughout. She's going to have the strength to see it through. Her son is going to help her see this through, because there's going to be a lot of confusion. There's going to be a lot of heartache, heartbreak, and there's going to be just days that she's going to want to walk away, but she's going to have the strength to do it. People around are just saying, please, God, let the sun expose whatever there is here to expose, because I almost feel like everybody around the situation kind of says, there's one situation, but then they're like us. There's a second situation. All she is feeling is heartbreak, heartache, the loss, the pain of losing her child. This is what's foremost and in her mind. And it's almost like this is what's going to carry her through, the strength literally of her son and this tragic situation, wanting to find out what happened. Oh, she is feeling stuck. She is feeling bound by law because there's so much more she'd like to do. There's so much going around in her mind, but she's going after the situation. She is not going to stop. I'm telling you, this situation, there's other people involved. There's people that have involved that caused this heartache. There was a reason that they wanted to close down, to almost like send a signal that, look, if you're going to get involved in this, you're going to feel the heartache, heartbreak. She is going to be the queen warrior. She is going to go for the truth. They're going to try to put her into retreat. They're going to stop her at every angle from finding out the truth. But truth is on her side. But she needs to watch herself. She needs to be careful, because as she looks into this situation, whether she does it publicly or behind the scenes, she is going to be looking into this, and she has to take care of herself, because there's more to this situation. Oh, 100% the moon is there. There's 100% more happening in this situation than what we're privy to. And it involves the Ten of Swords. She needs to be extremely careful that she doesn't unearth truth that they don't want coming out. It has to do with money. It's going to be somebody was watching this situation. They wanted to kind of, cause this feeling of, look, we're watching you, and here is an example of what's going to happen if you're going to get yourself involved in a situation. There's more money on the table than that's worth more than your life. Justice will be the final card. Justice will come out, but there's so much, and I think that's exactly what's involved here. There's people within justice, within the government, that are involved in this. They are going to be looking at this. King of Swords, I bet you Barr is involved, trying to hold on to the situation, trying to hold on to the money, hold on to the money line. There is much more to do with this situation. Walking away. So I think it's going to be a hard road. It's not going to be an easy one. She is going to look for justice. She has to watch her back and that of her family, because that was a warning signal to back off. There's more to this, guys, than what meets the eye. Okay. All right. I just wanted to get on, do those couple of questions, because we can't keep up with the news. I could literally come on every day and have a question, but you get bored of me very quickly and easily. So I'm going to show you our candle lit for each and every one of us, as always. Please, guys, we are at the end of the Donald Trump marathon. And this is when we're tired and we're ready to give up and our muscles ache and we're just like, no, nothing's ever going to come to be and pass and be okay. It will. It's going to. I manifest it to do so, and I'm asking you to manifest it to do so. Don't concentrate on all the negative. Concentrate on the positive. We can do this. Like Obama says, yes, we can. All right, guys. Wishing you light for your darkness. I hope you have a great evening, and we'll talk soon. Take care.